first step in my whole process is a pencil drawing, and for this I use just a regular old mechanical pencil on a piece of Bristol paper, which is really heavyweight. It's 100 pound and it's got a nice smooth surface. And at this stage it's pretty much just letting the lines flow and, having fun with it and see what happens. So once I'm done with the pencil drawing, then I come back in with these black pens, and for this I use a really fine tip micron pen. It's a permanent ink and they can produce really fine, smooth lines. And basically I just trace over the pencil drawing that I just finished and try and get it as clean and precise as I can. Usually when I draw, I'm constantly rotating the paper, like every which way, to match whatever angle it is for the line I'm working on. It makes it most comfortable. But it really made it harder to watch on the playback. So for this piece, I taped the paper down to make it easier to watch, as the piece comes together. Now that I'm done with the black lines on the buffalo, I'm going to come back in with the pencil and draw in the background. In this case, it's a bunch of pine trees and the flatirons. And I really think it helps to have whatever is in the foreground, to have that finished with the black lines first, and then sort of dance around it with the pencil for the background. I think that really helps maintain the central focus as the rest of the piece comes together. I'd just like to take a minute and mention that most of the video I've been watching so far has been sped up to 2000% actual speed. I had over 13 hours of footage for this project that I chopped down into about 12 minutes, so I thought I'd give you a taste for how fast I actually work. Once I'm done with all the black ink, I'll scan the image into Photoshop to get a really nice clear black and white image, which will then become a page in my coloring book. Then it's time for me to bust out my markers and go to town.
Can I take a little trip away from my life? Can I take a little trip away from my life? Trip away from my life. Can I take a little trip? Somewhere far away from here, where I no longer have to steer.
to take the image and scan it into Photoshop again, and this is when things really get crazy. The first thing I do is adjust the brightness and contrast to make the image really pop. Then I'm going to come back in and redraw a lot of the black sections to make them really solid. I do this using a Wacom cintiq tablet, which is basically a pen display where you can draw directly on the screen. This totally helps bridge the gap between digital media and traditional, such as painting or drawing. It feels really natural and it's a lot of fun to use. One of the things I really like about working digitally is the ability to change things and enhance and manipulate, sort of redraw, change colors, and just sort of play around with the image to your heart's content. You know, the possibilities are truly endless. Something else I like to do when I work digitally is add some shading. I'll come back in with a burn tool and just add a little variation to the color fields to give them a little more depth and sort of make the image feel a little more three-dimensional overall. The final step in my process is dividing the image up into separate layers, and I do this by creating a new layer for each element and then cutting away the background. This will allow me to apply separate effects and filters to each layer individually. In this case, I've separated the buffalo from the background so I can apply an outer glow filter to just the buffalo to help bring him forward. The last thing I'm going to do with this piece is take this tall grass that I had drawn on a separate piece of paper and drop it in front of the buffalo to bring in even more depth. I'm then going to apply an outer glow and drop shadow filter to the tall grass to separate it even more, and that's pretty much going to do it for this piece.